Kia ora everyone, day 12 of my 2-week trading challenge. It was definitely a penny stock kind of morning. Not a lot of clean setups, but I still got my 2 trades in and stuck to my rules. Let's take a look. So, first trade I took today was actually on SQNS. This stock popped up, what time was that? Just after 6 o'clock. And I actually started at the start of pre-market this morning and sort of finished a bit earlier. So this stock popped up to about $3.14, pulled back, and I saw it as it dipped down here on this red candle, and then pushed up again to the high. So it pulled back again, and I wasn't quite sure about taking it because it dipped quite a bit below the 9 EMA. But it did push up to a new high, then sort of ground back down again. This is probably where I should have taken an entry here for a pushback to $3. Because this is kind of the first major pullback, and then a push, and then a second pullback, and then a push. And I got in on the third. And this is when it kind of became grindy and just went sideways. And kept going sideways and just couldn't break up here. And just as I decided to hit the sell key here at around 271, I think it was, I was going to sell at 271, it dipped below that and then dropped. So by the time I cancelled my order and pushed the sell button, it was down here at 258. So not a good trade to start off the morning. Really stayed in this too long. It was going sideways. I should have been out here on this candle here. Once it rejected off there, I should have just sold. Got out, break even, no biggie. But yeah, I took a $6 loss on SQNS. Not the worst trade, but yeah, not that well managed really. In it too long, should have been out sooner. The next stock I traded was INDP. Oops, if I push the right screen. INDP. Let's get to it here. So this has popped up around 5 o'clock, pushed up to around 58 cents, pulled back, pushed again to around 49.50 cents, and I took it down here as it pushed up, broke VWAP. Actually, I'll make that a bit bigger so you can see. Yeah, so I took it in here around 44 cents, although my actual buy-in price was 43.67. Yeah, 43.67 was my actual buy-in price as it pulled back down here. I probably could have got in a little bit lower, maybe a cent lower. So it was okay. It was an all right entry here on this second candle on the pullback. It then pushed quite well up through this previous pivot point here and broke over up to about 48 cents, just about 48 cents. And as it pulled back here and some selling pressure came in, I sold on the bid and got filled at 47 cents. 47.02 was the final price. And with 261 shares, it was only like 3 cents or something like that per share, which was around $8 profit on that trade. Just over $8 profit, $8.70. What was it? $8.74 on that trade there. So Possibly could have held, in hindsight, obviously. Could have held longer for a push up to 55 cents. Or could have bought back in. But buying back in, then I'm taking 3 trades, and that's kind of breaking my challenge rules. But definitely a good opportunity to buy back in, as it bought up pretty impressively here as it retested the VWAP 9 EMA. So that would have been a good buy back in down here around 45, and then it pushed up to 51 cents a share, and then eventually up to 55. INDP actually was pretty strong. It carried on after that. That was sort of the push into 7 o'clock. And then at 7 o'clock, it kind of didn't do anything, pulled back, and then slowly ground up. And then it broke and pushed all the way up to 90 cents, which was a nice push. But then rejected hard off 90 cents down to 77. And then it sort of dipped down there and then slowly rolled over into the open. Yeah. I don't think it really did much during the open session. No, it sort of went sideways. So that was it really. Those were the 2 trades I took last night, and it wasn't a good morning for me. I started early. I didn't get up around 6:30 and start trading market time. I actually stayed up and watched the open of the pre-market at 4 a.m. market time, so that's around 8 o'clock at night in New Zealand. So I watched that and then ended up staying up and trading around 6 o'clock, just after 6 o'clock into the 7 o'clock session. And then I'd finished up by around 7:30, the trading session. So yeah, slightly different time slot last night trading. But after fees, it's probably just break even really. A break even day. So not a great result today. Kind of a low vibe day really for me, and didn't really have a good sync with the market this morning. There were other stocks that popped up that were penny stocks as well. I can't actually remember off the top of my head what they are. Wasn't a big day, but I'm happy to walk away green and keep the challenge rules in place. Even though INDP went further, I'm learning to be okay with taking the base hit and not overstaying my welcome. After giving back a loss last week, today was about keeping things tight, and I think I did that. With just a couple of days left, the challenge, I'm focused on staying consistent and finishing strong. I'll be back tomorrow. Let's see what the market brings. See you then. Hea popo.